What are you doing?
What I always planned to do. Hunt the Trenodian. The moment I jump into the Dark Tide, the Tide Spawn will retreat to defend. That's when you seal the anti-corrosion ward. Trap them in one stroke.
Jump into the Dark Tide? Are you out of your minds?
More precisely, into the journeying paradise. The suffocating despair you see. It's a gateway, and Leviathan's sanctuary.
You're saying Leviathan built the paradise inside the Dark Tide?
That grand city you glimpsed within it, it wasn't a hallucination. It was real. Paradise's first form. Everything it plotted fell apart. With no other choice, it began spreading the gospel of its paradise by force. And that gives us a chance to kill it. Right now, it's trying to break the Earthrend Wedge's seal and drown all of Rinasita in the Dark Tide. But that's not its true goal. It feeds on our terror, on despairing frequencies. That's what fuels its rebirth and its paradise. We must strike at the root, kill Leviathan, tear down the paradise it's built. If not, it will descend upon Rinasita, just as it did here, at the Three Heroes' Crest.
The paradise won't fall unless we can reach it. How exactly do we do that?
The living can only enter the journeying paradise once they've been corrupted by the Dark Tide. Even then, one of you must go in first to open the way for the rest. Inside, there's a spatial anomaly. Whoever goes first must use the Sentinel's power to break through it, then find a waystone to create a connection for the others to follow. Augusta, you buried the waystone yourself, but it's been corrupted. Only the Sentinel's power can purify it. Take it. Leviathan's eye is still on this place, so I'll say no more. I trust you'll understand what's left unsaid. Once I'm inside, I'll draw its attention. That'll buy you enough time to prepare. Good. All locked and loaded. Now, if you'll excuse me, someone's got to teach the Dark Tide some manners.
Huh? No! Hold on now!
And you, Rover. If your resolve is true, be ready. When the time comes, I'll guide you to paradise. See you all in hell.
The Tide Spawn are retreating to the center. They're all inside the ward's perimeter. Augusta!
Now activate the anchor obelisks!
We did it. But what good is that? She just rattles on, doesn't even check if anyone's really listening, and then dives headfirst into the Dark Tide.
The journeying paradise lies within the Dark Tide. I do not think she was lying. That grand city she spoke of, I saw it myself. Rover, we've set up camp near the Three Heroes Crest to keep watch. Let's head back and rest for now. There must be a way forward. Once we're back, we'll gather all of Raguna's heroes and plan our next move together. The nature of the Dark Tide and Leviathan. Ha! I see where we are now.
Rover, you're here.
Regarding that, I think it's best you hear from them directly.
Yo! Loud and clear, Rover? So, all available bloom bearers have arrived in Renacida. We're standing guard at Averado Vault, and Booling is already en route to reinforce Septimont. When the Threnodian blindsided us in Jinzhou, we ate some dust. But this time, the Black Shores will show the world who we really are. We've already synced intel with Raguna, and time's short, so I'll make this a quickie. We've drawn some key conclusions about the Threnodian in Renacida. The Threnodian is a shadow of civilization, formless and immortal. According to Imperator's judgment, it can't be erased entirely, only shackled. But the one you're about to face is different. The Fraxidus used the Threnodian's gem to resurrect him, and that created a crack in the shell. Tethys believes that with Imperator's power, you might be able to split the gem from the Threnodian and stop Leviathan from fully reviving. If you can extract the gem, Tethys can tap into a Sonoro's infinite expansion to lock that thing down for good. One more thing. Back in Jinzhou, Abby proved capable of absorbing the Threnodian's frequencies. This means, in theory, it could act as a temporary host for the gem. But know this, the Threnodian Leviathan is rooted deeply in the minds and souls of Renacida's people. Only they can truly face it. At Raguna's request, we've teleported some of our strongest resonators to reinforce the front lines on Three Heroes Crest. So, leave the civilians to us. We'll keep them safe. As for combat power, I called in some insurance. Never hurts to play it safe. Don't worry,
Woolly Belly, you go! Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers!
So you don't have to
Unleash the fans.
In any case, you just focus on driving your blade straight into Leviathan's heart. We'll be Renacida's last line of defense. And we'll be right here, waiting for your safe return.
If not for the Black Shore's aid, we would not have arrived so swiftly, or with such peace of mind. This disaster has swept across all of Renacida. We Raganese won't cower behind Septimont's walls, nor will we sit idle while the Dark Tide ravages your lands. Septimont has long stood as the vanguard against the Tidespawn. This is your battleground. We'll follow your lead, Your Excellency. Just say the word.
Thank you for your trust. Though Septimont and Raguna have drifted apart over the years, in the face of such calamity, we stand together as one for Rinascita. There is no need for formality between us. Leviathan is the source of this chaos. If the Black Shore's plan can truly seal it away, then perhaps the storm it unleashed may yet be stilled.
That Discord Slayer spoke of a connection between the Waystones. She must have meant the Anchor Stone's ability to resonate and link with another. If there's another Anchor Stone inside the Dark Tide, that connection could open up a path for us.
When the Dark Tide swallowed me, I did leave an Anchor Stone behind, but... how did you know that?
Not important right now. The real issue is that the anchor has been heavily corroded. To reactivate it, we'll need to purify it using the Sentinel's power.
Even if we take another Anchor Stone with us, its power alone won't be enough to pierce the spatial anomaly inside the Dark Tide and open up a path.
You'll need this. A dying martyr entrusted it to me.
The first relic, infused with Imperator's pure original power. That light once drove back the darkness across Rinascita.
Most of its strength was spent purging the dark tide beneath Raguna. What's left can only shield one person.
And someone will need to carry it in first, to reach the Anchor Stone and reactivate it. I'll do it. As a captain, navigating through uncharted waters is second nature.
I'll go.
I know how to resist the Dark Tide's corruption.
The Phasalia family potion grants resistance, and I've endured its whispers for long enough. I know its tactics. Let me face this.
We don't even know where this Anchor Stone is. Finding it may take time, and your potion might wear off before you reach it. But I still carry the Sentinel's power. I can hold out longer than anyone. I have to be the one.
This relic holds all that Primus once felt. His fury, sorrow, obsession, and resolve. I see that same resolve in you. Take it.
Lady Cantarella, how many of your family's potions remain?
You're asking if I can brew enough to carry all of us into the journeying paradise. If we're ready to face Leviathan.
So, once that Anchor Stone is activated,
The path should be clear, right? Great! Then would you do us the honor, brilliant Lady of Potions, and get us there?
Rover, this is Rinasita's fight. It is neither your duty to shoulder it alone, nor our desire to see you do so. We will not have you face the Threnodian alone. If facing Leviathan means being corrupted by the Dark Tide, then so be it.
The priestesses foresaw this. The Dark Tide will erupt and engulf all of Septimont. If that is our fate, we must meet it head-on.
I'll go first. I'll enter the Dark Tide, activate the Anchorstone's connections, and hold the path open for the rest of you.
Meanwhile, we'll hold the line at the Three Heroes Crest. The Tidespawn aren't the only threat. The Fraxtus might still have their hand to play.
Once the anchors are active, we'll take the potions and follow.
Rinasita will not falter just because a few of its leaders are gone. Its people will rise. We'll meet again in the Paradise and end this together. Leviathan will fall.
Rover, we all understand the burden you carry. We are grateful. We'll continue to monitor the Dark Tide. When the moment comes, we'll move. Until then, prepare and rest.
That visitor from Hong, he must know something about Fenrico. If the lantern came from the Fabricatorium, then what's happened to the Dark Tide sealed beneath Raguna's seas? There's still time before I go. I need to find him and learn what happened down there.
You're here, Harbinger of the Dark Tide.
Who are you? How do you know about this?
Choyan. The capital sent me to retrieve a fugitive and gather intel on the Thenodian's resonator. I came searching for Raguna's Blessed Maiden. Instead, I found the Primus. He was tied to the Threnodian, knew the truths of it all. But the Dark Tide silenced him. In his final moments, he passed this lantern to me. Said it was meant for you.
So he's...
His ambitions and his crimes were buried in blood. But he paid the price. Gave his life to drive back the Dark Tide beneath Raguna's seas. That's how the relic reached your hands. Think no more on it. Think only of what's ahead. Death is a cheap way to pay for transgressions. He knew it wouldn't be enough. Listen. Every harbinger of the Dark Tide, Fenrico, Mia, the rest, they all met the same end. Death.
I accepted this long ago.
You've already been touched by the Dark Tide. Even the Sentinel's power cannot reverse it.
That's why we're not arguing over who goes in first. Anyone else would just suffer longer.
You've been resisting the Threnodians' corruption this whole time, suppressing your resonance ability so Tidespawn wouldn't surface. Everything you said was just to hide the truth. Deliberately. You're prepared to walk into death alone.
You've traveled so far just to honor a dying stranger's final wish. I'll ask for just one more for me. Please.
The Dark Tide rejects outsiders of Renacita. But you're different. I'll do what I can. I'll hold the line here. You do what must be done. When you're truly prepared to die, death doesn't come so easily.
I never act with sacrifice as a given. Not even my own.
One last thing. The magistrate of Jinzhou asked me to send her regards. The people you helped, they're still waiting for your return. Farewell.
You know, status report.
Frequency is stabilizing. If you're going in, this is your best window. Remember that stretch of chaos we once crossed? If Leviathan has shaped this world through the Dark Tide, expect something similar. Shifting sands, obscuring fog, every step a gamble into the unknown. That Discord Slayer, Galbrenna was it? She's bound to the Dark Tide. If she dared to hunt the Threnodian, she must know how to navigate its depths. Once inside, find her existence in the chaos. Reunite with her. She'll guide you forward. You catch on quickly. I believe you know what to do. Immerse yourself in her rhythm. Feel it, understand it. Find a trace of her within the chaotic frequencies. And when you find her, don't let her go.
Rover, keep your wits about you once you're inside the Dark Tide.
Don't worry. I'll stick with her every step of the way.
Just remember you're not going in alone. When the time comes, we will be right behind you. If you are ready, step forward. May the eternal sun light your path, and may each step bring you closer to victory.
Whoa. I didn't think there's actually a whole other world inside the Dark Tide. It kind of feels holy somehow. feels a bit like chaos. But colder. And creepier. Like something's whispering to me. Anyway, let's focus. Like Yuno said, if we do what we did back in the chaos, we can anchor to Galbrenna and find her, right? Let me remember. Something about anchoring to the memories, feelings, and connections in the chaos. But the problem is... yeah! Galbrenna's always like... she's there, and then whoosh, she's gone. Doesn't really say much either.
In life, chaos. In death, silence. A stillness veils the teeming multitudes. Glory is washed clean in suffering's tide. The hesitant shall not return. The timid shall not pass. Tell me, little lamb, whence do you come? And where does your path lead?
It's that creepy guy again.
Little lamb, your hostility pains me. I came to aid you. You wish to anchor to her. A simple task. Surely you've heard. The dark tide preserves memory. Her past is scattered through its depths, tangled in the currents like fractured glass.
Then we'll just go find them ourselves.
The dark tide mirrors the chaos of the human mind. Shifting, twisting. A fleeting thought, and the path ahead may vanish beneath your feet. Leviathan lurks in the depths of this world, building its kingdom, bending this place into its image. This place is molded by the journeying paradise's frequency. A vision of perfection, unmarred by flaw. But behold, the dark tide's true face. A world of hatred, fear, and despair. The world your kind calls hell. Leviathan merged paradise and hell with its power of assimilation, cloaking rot in radiance. Yet the mask is flawed. The paradise is incomplete. These twin worlds bleed into one another to create spatial anomalies. Countless souls caught between light and shadow, adrift without rudder or self, lured by false hope, they stumble into its waiting arms. Not yet. Save its light. I will guide you. Walk with me through this wasteland. If you wish to see her, then walk her path. Endure what she endured. You will hear despair's screams. See the dead beg for death. Watch souls willingly burn in cleansing fire. What is? Are you afraid? We share an enemy. We need you. Her plan is bold, but an unwanted frequency has mingled into the dark tide. I know not who it is. This path will prove less smooth than she hoped. But for now, you have no choice, do you? Come, little lamb. Open your eyes, sharpen your claws. It's time we journey into the underworld.